Guys, Mike Chiswick here for ChampCar presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. Good week to you. Hopefully all you guys are surviving the work week. Looking forward to the weekend when you can get out of the office and back in the garage and working on that race car. Get ready for your next event. We just got done with an event last weekend, VIR South. Many of you kind of were surprised to see me standing out in the driver's meeting on pit road as opposed to giving the driver's meeting. It's because we've got a new event director, for a full-time event director I should say, for 2018, Dana Morrison. He'll be running things along with me. I still will be doing about 10-11 events this year, and Mike Morrison will be doing some events for us again this year as well. So it's okay. We're all doing things the same way. We've all worked together for a long time, so you should still have your same enjoyable experience at the track. And I'll be there at most events anyway, just because I'll hang out and see how things are going and talk to you guys and see what's on your mind. Speaking of Harris Hill, next weekend we have Harris Hill Raceway. We're almost full. I think we've got 4 or 5 spots left. We only take 35. It's a small track, small paddock, and you just don't want any more than that on it. So if you haven't signed up and you'd like to get your car out and go do a little racing down in Texas, get yourself signed up online. We're happy to have you out there. So I've been at all events this year. I ran Road Atlanta, and then I was out helping, visiting at Sonoma and VIR South last weekend. Talked to a lot of you guys and ran across an interesting conversation. Talking to a new team. They were really excited about their weekend. They had a good weekend. Ran the whole race. Start the race. No crashes. No mechanical failures. All day long. Took the checkered flag, which, as many of you know, is a big accomplishment in and of itself, especially if it's like your first time out there. I think they even finished in the top half as well, top 50% of the field. So it was a really good weekend for them. They had one little bump during the day. Nothing that sent anybody off track. No, major damage, a little dent somewhere, minor, and but other than that, it was a good day. But during the award ceremony, the team that they had a bump in with them during the day came up to them and asked if they were new, and they said, well, yeah. And this person said, you don't belong here. You have no business being here with the rest of us. If you don't know what you're doing, you're not experienced. And this makes me mad, because ChampCar is a place for new drivers. We obviously have experienced drivers. We have all sorts of veterans that come through, and that's great. But we are the place that new, inexperienced drivers can get their feet wet road racing, wheel-to-wheel road racing. You've got to get experience somewhere. And I know plenty of people argue about there are classes for that, but classes don't teach you what you need to know in the real world. I mean, you don't know what it's like to do your job until you've done it, and you don't know what it's like to drive a car until you've done it, and go on and on. That's why we have internships and apprenticeships, things that actually put tools and things in people's hands so that they can get the experience. And no classroom and no DE is going to prepare you for what it's like to drive wheel-to-wheel with 50, 80, 100 other cars around you, like actually doing it. And that's what we do. We are the place. We encourage new people with no experience whatsoever who thought, I could never race, it's too expensive, it's too complicated, I'm not allowed. We encourage those people to come out and run with us, and they're going to make mistakes in the beginning, but that's okay, because our veteran drivers, our veteran members, those of you who can call yourself veteran, your responsibility is to take these new people under your wing and show them, hey, let me show you how it's a safer way of doing your pit stops. Let me show you how you can shave a second off your lap times. Let me show you a better way to build that part of your car. We should be helping these people and not criticizing them because they're new. If we don't have new people in our sport, and frankly, if you have no new people in anything, in life or in a company, or doesn't matter. If you don't have new blood into something, it will die. And if we discourage newcomers from coming and racing with us, they'll either go somewhere else, or more likely they'll just not come back to racing at all, and they'll stay at home and they'll play Forza or Gran Turismo or mow their lawn, I don't know. But they won't race with us, and pretty soon we'll have a dead sport. So I didn't like to hear that. I don't want to ever hear that. If you're a veteran person and you seem a little bit miffed because a new guy got in your way, first of all, get over yourself. It's not the first time, last time that something's going to happen. And it could happen with the veteran guy against you, or it can happen with a new guy. So don't blame the new guy. Second, talk to him. Thank him for coming out. You appreciate him being there. And teach them what you can. Encourage them to come back. Because with experience and a helping hand from you veterans, they'll become a veteran. And they will remember their experience, how they had no idea what they were doing. But some of these friendly guys came up and said, hey, let me show you some stuff, and trained them. And now they will train the next generation of people behind them. And the sport will continue to be successful. Anyway, I hope that doesn't come across anymore. I don't hear stories like that anymore. That was, like I said, unfortunate. Hopefully it was an isolated incident. But at any rate, you new drivers are extremely welcome, encouraged to come participate here. Anyway, I mentioned Harris Hill. That's next weekend, but also next weekend, my wife and I will be in Idaho for a car show. Chrome in the Dome, just over the border north of Salt Lake City. There's a car show there, and we're going out there at a booth. Going to talk about racing, hopefully some new guys, some new teams as well. If you live out in that area, stop on by, say hello. Maybe haven't met you before, we can meet, but come on out to the show out there in Idaho. We'll be doing a couple shows this year, so if you've got a show that you'd like to represent for us, send me an email. We'll get you hooked up with some supplies for that. Anyway, guys, sure your boss would like you to get back to work right now. Enough screwing around watching YouTube videos. And I have work with myself to do, so until next time, if you got any questions, email me, info@champcar.org. Otherwise, we'll see you at the track. Thanks. Bye.